Yeah, man. NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Yeah, salute to the ladies, gents, and DJs for tuning in. You already know it's all love. And the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you looking at the plugs. Mark guy, Mr. I don't give a fuck. My guy, it's Daryl. How we feeling today, my man? NBA is back.
It's back, yo. It's back, man. It's been a long off season, well-deserved off season, man. And I'm happy to be back, man. I'm always happy to be back with y'all. It is a beautiful thing just to get it in, get this paper, man, get out, do it again, refresh, repeat. You know what I'm saying? So rinse, repeat. Let's do it, man. I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the one and only Wham motherfucking Bam, my man. How we doing tonight, my man?
Come on, bro. You know I'm feeling good. It's the first day, opening day. You know, we got four exciting teams, optimistic teams, fresh slate teams to talk about today. And I can't wait to dive in it with y'all, man. So shout out to the chat, Zachariah. Shout out to Dan. Tiffany, we miss you, Queen. What's happening? What's up with Dave? Andrew? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Blaze Town fan, what's happening with you, man? AOD, you already know AOD. We always got love for you, bro. And yeah, man, everybody that's rewatching this as well, man. We appreciate y'all for rewatching and keeping us rolling, man. We getting into it today, though.
LJ from H-Town, I see you, my man. Moses, everyone, if you would, hit the motherfucking like button like I was just hitting that playing a wedding cake. It'll get you right where you need to be. We're back, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. out here on the fresh side, Monday through Friday. So tell a friend, because we going in. And you know, we're coming out with the motherfucking bag. We got some heavy hitters on deck. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Dan Kelly, Viper, much love. Eric Romeo, Swiss motherfucking cheese. I see you, my man. We got two big games on the card tonight. Excited about both of these games. We got the motherfucking Philadelphia 76ers going into Beantown, the Boston Celtics. Yeah. A lot going on out there in Boston with the coaching staff. A lot to be said. I believe we got the line right here. Shop around a little bit, but I believe the Boston Celtics right now are -3.5. An over-under of 216.5. GTM with the motherfucking dono with the 499. Much love, my guy. Good to see you back in the motherfucking building. Mr. Bo Jackson, very lovely to see you. And my guy, Dabby motherfucking Cab. Good to see you as well, my guy. But yeah, man, so this is a beautiful game. Like I said, we got the fucking Embiid. We got Harden looking like he's back right. You know, we're going to touch on it. I want to know, we're going to start off with my man, Daryl. I know he's hit the refresh button, looking clean as well, too. I see you out there when you go out, man. Don't get it. He got the hoodie right now, but he stays fresh when it's that time, my man.
On point.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just getting my grown man on. That's all, man. That's all.
Clean, though, bro. I like it.
Appreciate it, man. I was telling the peoples in the chat, you know, when I take my loafers out from Turkey, I'm stepping.
You know yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stephen Clean is a motherfucker too. So what are you looking at, man? You got action on this game tonight?
Yeah, so I took this a while ago. I did take it a while ago. I like Philly here. I like them a lot. I think the wrong team is favored, to be honest with you. You've got the drama on the East Coast in this game tonight with all the things that happened in the offseason. And you got drama on the West Coast that we'll get into later. But I do like Philly. I think Philly is the better team right now. You saw some stints. I went back and watched some preseason games. You saw some stints with maybe his breakout year now is Maxey. You know, you got an addition of PJ Tucker that's going to help on the wing. You got an addition of Montrezl Harrell, in which I like this dude. I like him a lot. You got Embiid, who really, in my opinion, man, is going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's been snubbed for the MVP of the year. And then you got a healthy Harden, right? I mean, we talked about how this man was already injured his second game into being traded in Philly. So you got a fully strong Philly team here. And the crutch to me, in my opinion, that helps beat Philly is Robert Williams. And he's not playing. He's not playing at all. So I did step on Philly a while ago at plus 3, the wrong team's favorite. It got down to +2, and now it's back to +3. But I don't think it matters here. I think Philly's going to be the one who starts off strong. Boston is going to have to mentally kind of cut out all that noise that's going to be happening pregame, commentary. It's a lot of stuff going on, especially with Ime Udoka. And so at this point, you go with the team who's going to be a little more fresh, in my opinion, mentally and emotionally, and that's Philly. They got a chip on their shoulder. Give me Philly +3. I like it. I like it. I like it.
My man, I'm right with you there. To said a lot of important things, I believe. Touched on a lot. I'll touch on that in just a moment as well. Wine Time Sports, I see you. Leader of the Nerd Nation, picks from Dave, Wade, Charles. I see you, my man Renzo in the motherfucking building. Everyone, my man Wham Bam. How you feeling about what my man Derl had to say about the Philadelphia 76ers?
Yeah, you know what? I like a lot of the things that he said. I think we all kind of agree that maybe the wrong team is favored, but you know, since it's going to be a little bit of recent bias
Mm-hmm.
on the team that just came from the finals, so they got to be favored, right? They're at the house. You know, even though they had the little situation with the coach, you still got the same team out there, and they actually got a little bit better without Malcolm Brogdon, who is most likely probable, him and Marcus Smart. So that's the reason for the line to move a little bit in their direction as of late to the 3.5. I think that the Celtics, you know, they're not as good as this team as far as the improvement. I would say I think Malcolm Brogdon is a great improvement. It kind of gives them that little ball handling that they didn't have in the playoffs, as well as somebody that possibly could be a second coach out there, leader of men type of guy. You know, former rookie of the year. You know, you kind of get a little bit of respect, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Even though that class was trash, but neither here
Mm-hmm.
nor there. I would say this though: I'm not actually involved in this game. But as far as opinion, I do agree with you guys. I think that the 76ers are probably a good spot here because I think that their bench got so much better. I talked about it
Mm-hmm.
last year. I think Jordan Niang was probably their second best shooter or probably their best shooter, and he was not making any shots. So that kind of just showed that Maxey had to step up so much. I think he does do what everybody's expecting as far as Maxey production, but I think it's James Harden. I think it's PJ Tucker. Wherever he goes, teams just play really well, make that playoff push. I think this team is really good, and I think Embiid it does have that chip on his shoulder that Daryl did mention because of the MVP snub there. Even though I don't think he deserved it, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of got convinced that he don't deserve it. So that the people that know that they convinced me, you guys kind of convinced me. He probably didn't deserve it, but I think he will make that statement this season. So most likely probably lead the league in points and be one of those MVP front runners for sure. So I like Embiid tonight. I think he eats, and I think that the 76ers win outright. So I like the money line if I was to play it.
I like it.
There
I
you
like
go.
it. You get the Sixers at plus 140 right now, too. And I believe this line is more based off of what the public's going to do. Wham touched on that a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. I simply agree. I don't believe I believe the wrong team is favored. But give me the points. You know, it's the NBA's week. It's opening fucking night. Let's not get carried
Right.
away. You know, we got one unit
Right.
on the fucking Sixers. Give me the 3.5. Money actually came back in on the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
My man Daryl really touched on it as well. Robert Williams is the big piece to this, you know. And if you look at the roster, I don't believe they're reliable three-point shooting. They went out and got Gallinari. Now he's obviously tore his ACL. That's going to be big to him. They signed Malcolm Brogdon, bring him in, with Marcus Smart and them in the back. We'll see how it works. You know, obviously Marcus Smart right now has a groin issue. He'll play. And Malcolm Brogdon already with a sore right leg will play as well. But these are just two things that highlight me. Already weak, it's opening motherfucking night, and Malcolm Brogdon already got a sore right leg. But I do like the addition. You know what I mean? It's already started. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though, dropping their plays. We'll touch on the props here in a minute. I've seen a lot of plays. Our guy Zachary on our guy Jalen Brown over 22.5. I'm not mad at that at all.
Mm-hmm.
That we hit
That's
that
good.
plenty of times. We'll touch on the props here in just a minute. I do want to touch on these Sixers real quick, though. 7-1 ATS last 8 meetings, okay? They played these boys. They have their way with the Celtics. And now, obviously, with coaching issues, what's going on, new players into the rotation. February 15th in Philly, these boys got handled, all right? The Celtics, last time they played, February 15th, 48 points beat down the motherfucking Celtics did
Yes.
to the motherfucking Sixers, all right? 135 to 87. And yes, Joel Embiid was out there on the court playing basketball. Everyone was out there. No James Harden, but the Sixers were out there. So they're going to remember that. Shout out to our guy, Jay Money. You see the vibes, man. You know the vibes. It's us against the motherfucking.
Yeah.
Had to put this motherfucking
Hello.
shit on. It was only
Hello.
right, opening motherfucking
It's only right.
to get these vibes. Yeah, I mean, to get the vibes going. Salute to my guy. Be sure you checking out all things Jay Money. But yeah, man, muchly appreciated you dropping in. But yeah, I definitely think the Sixers are going to remember that beatdown. 48 points. Come on now, on the home court. They're going to travel to Boston. Healthy as can be. James looked like he's ready to play basketball. This is a big issue. I believe Embiid, everything y'all said. Embiid going to eat. They have nothing down there. Off the bench, bigs, nothing. They have absolutely nothing. Nothing for this motherfucker, Joel Embiid. So he should do his, especially being ready to rock and roll. But I want to see how James Harden plays, how he plays with the ball in his hand. I expect big things from Maxey as well. But that, prior to that, 5 out of 6 meetings, the Sixers have won. 5 out of the 6 prior to that 48-point beatdown. I'm all over the Sixers here, plus 3.5. I believe it's real good money. I like the additions as well, like we touched on. Now, real quick, I'm off the prop market. I'm not going to get too crazy on this. I bet the Sixers. I like it a lot. I lean the under here. The under's 216.5. I believe our guy Connor Mack is on the under. C-Mac on the under. Shout out to our guy Miggity Mac. I'll go to you real quick here. Or it's Derl. Derl, I'll go to you, my man. What do you think about, if you have anything to say about the totals, and then also touch on the prop? If I touch the prop in this game, I like where Zachary's at with the Jaylen Brown, and I would look at Maxey on the other side if you don't get Joel Embiid. I honestly don't even know what the over-under is for Embiid. I'm sure it's juice. I think actually it's 27 up there. So touch on that, my guy.
Yeah, so I don't really play totals, and I know this did get steamed down, right? And so it's gone up a little. So it got steamed way down, and now there has been money on the over. So if you're not catching those totals early as you should, the same can be said for the sides, but those totals kind of go up and down throughout the day, throughout the week, or whatever. So if I looked at the game, I do believe it would be an under game, but I won't touch the totals. As far as props, I would have to agree with the brother that said they're looking at Brown's points, 22.5. I mean, that's light work, right? I think if you are going to have an advantage in this market now, and we all know, Dutch, man, we can attest, we're not hammering shit, right? I mean, this is the beginning of the year. You're not playing 5-10 units. You know what I'm saying? This is Starbucks money, you like to call it. But if you're going to play a prop, this is where you might have an advantage. And so I do believe that easily Brown should get those points. But I'm not going to touch a side or a total. I'm not going to touch any props right now on this game.
My man. Wham bam. I know you missed the prop. You got a sneaky prop. Touch on anything that you've seen in the chat. I believe our guy LJ on the Tatum over 6.5 rebounds. And be sure to lock in on our guy LJ from H-Town. Man, when he sees them props, he'd be prop 15. Most importantly, man. I appreciate you joining us, LJ. Razor sharp picks in the motherfucking building. Go ahead, man. It's all you, my man.
It's good. Shout out to Razor. Shout out to J Money as well, bro. I can send you that pick too, bro. I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter. Don't even trip. As far as LJ, you already know my boy LJ. I'll be on the show with bro later on today. That'll be up. As far as that prop, man, I like CO. I think you said Zachary said as well. JB over 21.5 points. I think he eats today. I just feel like, if anybody has a chip on their shoulder out of anybody on this, it's going to be Joel Embiid, and I think the next person is probably Jaylen Brown. As far as like motivation wise, coming into the game to have a great game. But again, I didn't take anything on any of these games, so I don't, take everything as far as a grain of salt. I'm just saying that that's probably the direction I would be going if I was right entertaining the props. I'm not going to be on the props probably within the first week or so, just because I want to look and see exactly what the rotations is and all that stuff before I start making adjustments on future markets, awards, props, things of that nature. But I think there will be opportunities. We got to hop on right then and there. And I think JB is one of those things that kind of scream at me. If I had to make a play, it probably would be the money line with the Sixers. Second play would probably be JB with the over points.
I dig it. Hoops, we're going to get to that real quick, man. We're going to get to that in just a moment, so we'll be answering your questions. Shout out to Connor Mack, our guy, C-Mac. We did he is on the under. We did say that, I believe. I believe that's what I like today on Twitter when I seen it, my man. So hopefully that's the correct. But appreciate you joining us, bro. Everyone in. So just to recap here, we'll get on here to the motherfucking late night West Coast game. But we got our guy, Daryl. You are on the Sixers plus the 3. I believe you said you had it at correct? All right.
Yes, sir. I played that over a week ago, so I think the wrong team is favored here.
I completely agree. I went ahead and got in on the 3 in the hooker, so I'm 3.5 there, and I'm loving the Sixers. I believe it's good money. I agree completely with my man Daryl said. And Wham Bam, did you have anything official for this Sixers game?
And I can't call this a backwood, bro, because I might have some action in live action here. I'm just trying to see what's looking good right now. You know what I mean? So I think it may be a back and forth game. I might be hopping on this live, but neither here nor there. I'm not actually on anything on this game.
My man. Everyone in the chat, if you would, at this time, we got a little 130 motherfuckers in. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Believe that. Hit the like button, share the video. Of course, if you're not subscribed to Pub Sports Radio, go on and do that at this time. Muchly appreciated. Joseph Gomez, Dan Kelly, everyone in the motherfucking building. Preston, J Money hanging out with us. We got some heavy hitters in the chat. C-Mac is the real deal. So come on now. Everyone in the chat, pay the fuck attention if you see something getting dropped. And if let us know what you do like. I want to see it as well. Vic, if you see any plays in the chat, please highlight it for me and the boys. But yeah, we know what we got going on now. We know Wham Bam. He's ready to rock and motherfucking roll already. We got Derl in the motherfucking building. Talking motherfucking LA Lakers basketball and the Golden State motherfucking Warriors. Now the Warriors have closed at a -6.5. Shop around, and I got 225 as the total. We're gonna start with our guy Wham Bam because I know he wants to talk motherfucking LA basketball.
So let's start off with the champs, man. This is ring night. You got the situation. Seems like it's squashed with Draymond. Everything's like it's going to be good to go. The only person that has a little handshake they were showing in the video there, whatever, that's all good and whatever. I think that's great. The starters aren't going to play 30 minutes. A lot of people like the under based off of that. I do agree with the under being kind of one of the things you rather target than the side. I understand that thinking here in this aspect, but the way I'm looking at this game is based off of matchups. The reason why I like Philadelphia is because I think the matchup with Embiid, along with the addition with the bench that they have at the end, and Melton, all those guys, I think that's going to be kind of overpowering to a team like that's injured, with Robert Williams. So that's that. In this game, I'm looking at it more as far as matchup. Like I think Anthony Davis, when healthy, which it appears that he is, he's going to be the best player on the floor. And that's if you get a canceled out Steph with LeBron's production. I think LeBron can match Steph in this game as much as not, shooting threes or anything, just based off of impact. And if you get any type of defense from the guys like Lonnie Walker, from Westbrook, and Patrick Beverly, I think you're going to see this team probably struggle from shooting from three. And if you see them shooting from three, I think the Lakers are going to be able to hold down the pace. So I like the Lakers based off of that. I don't like the Lakers because I'm a homer. I don't like the Lakers based off of any of that other stuff. I'm not bleeding green here. We've been cashing with the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all this stuff for sure, though. The reason why I think that this is a good spot for the Lakers just because it's some morale type thing. If this is a building up for the team, I think the team is going to build off of that. And maybe the public and the press probably ease up because – Golden State. But they may have an excuse saying, Draymond Green maybe arguing with somebody mid-game, like, oh, they probably got a bigger problem now. I can see that happening too. So not saying that it is going to predict. I'm not trying to predict the future or anything, but if we see them arguing there, don't say the Lakers lost because they're dysfunction over there. Don't say that. Just say there was a better team, and then we're going to have to keep going. So I think they're going to be the better team tonight. Ring night seems to distract the people that's getting rings anyway. So I'm going to fade that. I like the 5. I took it at 5.5. You're getting 7s right now. So, again, I like the Lakers. I'm on the Lakers, bro. That's the only bet I made today. I'm about to kick my feet up, pop some champagne. We're going to win today, bro. We win today.
There we go.
Big Swift Dave, leader of the nerd motherfucking nation. So far with the comment of the motherfucking day. Says maybe Draymond will punch Russ in the face. That'll solve the Lakers' problem. Oh, that's a good one, bro. I tried to hold it in when my man Wham Bam was going in on them Lakers, man. I'm going to touch on them Lakers. Shout out to our guy, Guillermo Zatucci in the motherfucking building. Appreciate you joining us, my man. James S. in the building. My man, CO in the building at Wine Time motherfucking Sports. I see you, my guy.
Wine Time.
It's Derl, man. Derl, what? Let's talk about what Wham Bam has to say. I seen you shaking your head like you was agreeing. So, let's go.
I do, man. I do. So don't roast me for it because I agree with Wham. And here's the thing. It is ring ceremony night, right? Same things that's going on as far as distractions in the East Coast is really magnified on the West Coast with this Golden State Warriors team. What happened in Boston was essentially between the coach and had been transpiring in the offseason and during, as we now know, during the finals. What happened with Golden State was very recent. And if anything, Jordan Poole really handled himself professionally. But and I know, Jordan's not fucking with Draymond, dog. Not fucking with him at all. And so what we are going to look at is a more recent distraction. There's going to be questions about the shit. And then on top of that, they are going to be under microscope on how they interact with each other. And so when you got all that going on, that plays into a huge distraction for you mentally, in my opinion. You're more concerned about how you're looking. If Draymond is making any type of comment toward Jordan Poole, that's going to be kind of magnified. Anything that happens with the interaction between these players is going to be magnified and talked about. And so you already know that going in. You just can't play as freely as the Lakers are going to play tonight. Now, with that being said, you do have the rest factor, which you talked about, Wham. I do, and I've already stepped on this as well, the Lakers' first quarter +2. I do like that. We all know that the golden quarter for Golden State is the third quarter. We all know that this isn't the quickest starting team. They're in the middle of the pack as far as first quarter scoring. They average at about 28. And then if anything, the Lakers, as bad as they've been, they average close to 26. So I see a team that's going to have a healthy AD. These guys are more seasoned, even though Golden State is their season as well. The Lakers are they don't really care about the preseason. So I really got to take that for what it's worth. It's just the preseason. But these guys are going to get up and play tonight. So I do believe you do have a Lakers team that, as bad as they may be, may at least come and play in the first quarter. Then we'll know what's going to happen after that. But if I'm looking at the game for what it's worth, the Lakers do seem like the type to be on for the full game, but I couldn't touch it full game. Maybe that's me being a homer. I do like first quarter. I did step on it. Lakers first quarter +2.
My man. I know Wham Bam like that. Shout out to our guy Miggity Mac dropping it in. Yeah, he said, hit the motherfucking like button. He's on his way out. Appreciate you coming through, and we will get paid. Let's get motherfucking paid. The NBA is back, and I can't motherfucking wait to attack each and every card with y'all each and every day here. It's a beautiful motherfucking thing. But yeah, man, to follow up on here, I don't know, man. I don't know about all this Lakers love right here. I just do not know. From what I've seen, I will tell you, LBJ ready to play basketball. I know everyone about AD. He should be, but LBJ still gonna be that guy. All right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know a lot in the chat like the assists, like the rebounds. 26.5 is good money. All right, 26.5 -120. LeBron going for 30 tonight, bro. Last 3 meetings against these boys, 38 points per game. All right, LBJ, if you recall, until he got a little tired, we was cashing off LBJ. Win or lose, LBJ was getting his. More losing, last year for the Lakers. But LBJ was getting his regardless. So I believe ain't nothing going to change with that. Do I think AD's healthy going to be a big piece? Yes, but LeBron's the motherfucking man. He only got a couple motherfucking years left. So while he's out there, he's going to take advantage of it, and he's definitely going to do it while everybody's fucking watching on opening night. So that being said, do I think the Lakers are live for this game? Only if the NBA allows it to be that way. Because there ain't no motherfucking way. There ain't no motherfucking way these motherfuckers can run 4 quarters with the Golden State Warriors, bro. They gonna come out and play and put them little kids to sleep, bro. Real talk. But it's sleepy maybe with the NBA, with the ring. And then, of course, you got this shit talking about Curry's gonna hold back his starters a little bit. But believe me, they're deep as fuck. And it might be, and if you want to run some Kuminga, some Moody, and some Wiseman, and some Jordan Poole, we probably won't be too mad about that. All right, to be honest with you, I do like the couple little additions. Jermichael Green, little hard, just guys bringing lunch pail, do the dirty, do the small things that I do believe were missing last year from the Warriors. So I like this little addition. I like the Wiseman back, the big man, young, ready to prove, why he was the second fucking pick overall, So, you say what you will about Jermichael, but I just like little fits like this, coming off the bench, get you some boards, maybe a hard foul or two, just the type of guy you need on your team. I like the addition. I think the Warriors, we talked about it yesterday, man. I think they're ready to fucking rock and roll and do exactly what they did last year. Clay will only be better. And let's be honest, man, they don't like these motherfucking Lakers, bro. So the line has moved up a little out of control. I think there's a reason why it's up there for me to make anything official. But LBJ, now the props are a little bit smaller than the actual sides, but LBJ over 26.5. We'll make that official here, -120. I like that look a lot. No Schroeder, I believe, is going to be big as well. Say what you will. They signed him for a reason. Obviously, no Bryant. They have no real bigs. The bigs is a big question to me. It's going to be Gabriel and Damon Jones after AD. So come on, man. No paint protection, no shooters. Russ is beat up, so that might be profitable for the Lakers if he's not playing. Lonnie Walker even got beat the fuck up last time he was on the fucking court. So I'm just saying, when I look at the motherfucking LA Lakers, I see the same thing as last year. I see them having moments, but overall, I don't see them doing shit. I mean, Patrick Beverly is your fucking number one signing. I mean, come on, man. Patrick Beverly is going to change the whole motherfucking organization over there in LA, if that's what y'all telling me. But it is one game. If they're going to show up for any game, it should be tonight. But believe me, man, the Warriors are a class above these LA Lakers. I don't give a fuck if Russ is playing, not playing, who's playing. Right now, that roster is not – there's levels to this shit. There's levels.
Y'all heard what he said before he started yelling. He said it's not enough value to take the Golden State Warriors. So it don't matter.
I like the -5, -120, but you know what I mean? Now it's -7. It's getting a little tricky here. So we're here to make money, okay? So we're not just going to throw out numbers. We're not going to throw out numbers. And you guys got some strong points. I'm gonna let you follow up because I went in on your Lakers. So go ahead.
No, you good, bro. No, you good.
No, go ahead. No,
finish your thoughts, brother. All I was gonna say is I kind of want to go and pick on that. I do agree with you. The bigs is a big problem. Thomas Bryant sucks ass. I'll be surprised if he makes it. If he makes it to Christmas, bro, right. I'll be surprised if he makes it that long. Like he's not good at all when he's out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he's terrible today. So that's not a surprise. But all I'm saying is, what's going to happen when AD is on the floor, bro? What is going to happen? Who is going to be the best player on the floor? It's going to be AD. And the paint protection that you're talking about is him. That's the reason why he had so much issues last year, got hurt so much because Skeets talked about it so much. He takes all the responsibility on defense. He's covering for other guys. He's covering his man. He's covering the paint. He's doing all these different responsibilities. Now he doesn't really have to do too much because you got a JTA there. You do have a Lonnie Walker there. You do got guys that's actually going to play defense. I'm hoping that is Russ. That's what I'm looking for. All the things that Darvin Ham said over the offseason about Russ playing defense, but I need to see that today. So right. I think that's one thing they need to make sure they stop these guys on the perimeter. If they're able to do that, I think AD could clean up. We get Thomas Bryant the fuck out of there. Maybe Damian Jones could help us here. He was playing with them. You may know a secret or two, bro. Maybe we need to keep you a little bit in there more than Thomas Bryant. But I like the Lakers, man. I think they win outright. I'm on the +5.5, so I'm not mad at the plus.
So you like the +245?
I like the money line, but like I said, I'm only on the 5.5.
I hear you.
Y'all said it's a slow grind, bro. We slow grind.
Right. But 245 is super live. Cheshire Cat, I see you, my man. I've been right here, man, doing my goddamn thing. Mike M in the motherfucking building. Pimp slap plate of the motherfucking day. I see you, my guy. Yeah, man. I'm just saying right now, Wham's talking about counting on Russ to play defense and the big old fucking paint protector, Anthony motherfucking Davis. Come on, man. This motherfucker can't even. He trying to worry about offense and not get hurt. And Russ, come on, man. He ain't never played defense. I don't remember. I think he might have played defense 1 year in OKC. He really didn't even want to. He just, tried to win that MVP a little bit, I think.
But a little bit in the Rockets. A little bit in the Rockets.
Okay. Yeah, come on, man. This motherfucker ain't going to start playing defense now. That's all I'm saying.
For what it's worth, man, AD looks really good.
I agree. AD's a stud. Don't get me wrong. But he gets banged around a little bit. Nate. I mean, let's be real, though. He starts getting banged around a little bit, and let's see what happens.
I know.
That's what they're going to do to him. They're going to bang his ass around.
Ain't nobody scared of Looney, bro. You ain't scared of Looney. Hey, Jermaine,
he gave him a little good old shot to the motherfucking rib cage, though. That's what he needs to do when he's out there. Jermichael Green, do the same. Mr. Trifecta, Nasty Nate, motherfucker.
Oh God! He's already yelling. I know he's already yelling Celtics trifecta. I know he did. I know that's what he played.
Not tonight, right, Dale? Not tonight. Before we get to the. So I am on the LBJ prop. Tonight. I like that. I want to know if anyone else got any props going. But we got to touch on it, though. So I know you like this first quarter, and I do think the Lakers early would probably be it because I think eventually they're going to die down. And eventually you can't make a fucking three-pointer, all right? If you can't make three-pointers in this league, the shit catches up to you. So, I mean, they have to knock down open three-pointers. The guy in that chat, I forget the name, said Lonnie Walker is the best signing over Patrick Beverly. Shit. I mean, that's what we're talking about. If we're arguing about that, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, for what it's worth, man, these boys that's left the Spurs, they are playing. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
Lonnie Walker, but I'm just saying,
see
if these are your best signings, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. But real
ain't really
quick, Daryl,
saying too
let's
much.
touch
I
on that
agree.
third quarter, though. Golden State Warriors, third quarter.
Yes,
Is that shit
yes.
back in effect? I mean, you think it's going to be?
Well, if I'm banking on them having slow starts, in which they do, they were on the bottom of the barrel as far as first quarter spreads and points in the first quarter, in the middle of the pack, and this is your NBA champions of last year, then we've got to understand, if we know the third quarter Golden State Warriors exist, you better believe the league knows. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's in their best interest to start off fast and better, not necessarily fast and speed, but score them buckets and get a lead. But they know when that third quarter happens, man, it's curtains. So if you are going to live bet it, put a little bit on that third quarter live, regardless of what the score. If they are down a lot, man, smash that third quarter live. Smash it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Our guy Nasty Nate on the Warriors first half.
First half.
So what do you think here, Wham Bam? Is the third quarter? Is the Feds watching, bro? Is the Feds watching?
Listen.
Yeah.
I think. No, I don't know. I think the third quarter is definitely something to be feared. I think the home team alone last year, what they were winning like 70% of their games at the house straight up, and almost covering like 60-something% at that point. So, it's scary going up against this team. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, man, don't be surprised, y'all. Don't be
Yeah.
surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm
it's
on a
one
plus
game.
5.5.
It's one
on
game.
it.
It's one fucking
know?
game. That's all I
It's
got
one
to say.
game. Yeah,
It's
one
one
game.
game. Don't get into
game,
over your
man.
head
It's a
tonight.
unit,
Win or
bro. It's a
lose,
unit,
don't
bro.
get in
It's a unit.
over your head tonight. I do
Yeah.
believe there's super value on the Sixers tonight. My guy Wham Bam seems to think there's a little bit more value on the motherfucking LA Lakers. My guy
man.
who in here is talking about John Wall over Russell Westbrook. Let me see a little bit of John Wall first.
Let's see him first.
See a little bit.
Who's John Wall?
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, where my fucking been? All I remember is doing the Dougie or some shit. Ain't seen him since. You know what I mean? I ain't seen him since. Shout out to BJ in the motherfucking building. I see you. But yeah, Jimmy Gomez in the motherfucking building. Good to see you, my man. Jimmy, salute to you. Appreciate you as always. But yeah, before we get up out of here, Wham Bam, you got anything on this Lakers prop wise? I believe my man Derl didn't want to touch the props.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of want to stay away from the props here because the props that I'm leaning towards are mostly on the Warrior side that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of don't want to conflict with everything and just be on both sides having that type of day on the first opening day. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, and that's the reason why I didn't take the JB again. Like I really agree with that look. If that would be the first prop I'm betting is Jaylen Brown. I think him balling out. The only reason why I wouldn't say Embiid, even though I think Embiid balls, is because the game plan maybe to take him out, even though they don't have Robert Williams. They still a good defensive team, and Michael Brogdon is a good defensive player as well, especially if he's healthy. He's kind of held out with the Pacers as well. We didn't mention. So, yeah, man, I no props for me right now, but the props coming soon, bro. And when they do, we're gonna try to hit them hard, bro.
Hell yeah. So I do gotta ask you though, what do you think? I mean, you guys seem to be pretty high on the motherfucking Lakers. I know you expected big things out of AD, but I mean, come on. If they're gonna beat the Golden State Warriors in the Bay, LBJ gotta come on have his way, right?
I love that look too. Yeah, you said is it points, rebounds, and assists at 26.
No, I'm just going with the points, 26.5. I like all that other, but I don't know how they're gonna. I believe that they're trying to incorporate Russ in there. The ball has to be in his hands if you want him to be effective. I still think LeBron has to have the ball in his hands. That's why I don't agree. Right. That's why we got to get Russ out the way. Do I like the rebounds? Do I like the assists? I do, but I think points is where I'm looking at for LBJ because after AD, really, where's it come from?
Well, we know who's still chasing Kareem, bro. You know what I'm saying? He only needs to average 16 points to do it, at the season. But again, we know it's going to be before. And
he is going against that little motherfucker Curry. He like to play when he goes against Steph because that
average 30. You said he averaged 30 or something his last
38 points per game last 3 meetings. Come on now.
Come on, bro. I love that. I love that.
Trying to scare me a little bit with this Boston, but he's a Boston fan, so 72 bets on the 76ers line move towards Boston. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, the numbers, sometimes they a little scary, sometimes they not. But I'm very confident in the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. If they lose, it's one game. Can they lose in Boston? Absolutely, they can lose. Do I think they will? I don't think so. And if they do, I don't believe it'll be by more than 3 motherfucking points. I'm very confident in that. But, before we get up out here, we're going to get some best bets. We'll hit the best bets real quick. But, if you like to do the props, The big thing is Prize Picks. Prize Picks, they match you with one fucking word. Pup Sports, they'll match you $100. Turn that hundo into $2 motherfucking hundo. Run it up to $500 like our boy LJ did, and either cash the fuck out or keep doing your goddamn thing. Prize Picks, one word. Pup Sports. And then if y'all, it's that time, man, we got college basketball approaching. The NBA is fucking here. NFL, the college football. Hockey's motherfucking back. And, of course, we got the MLB playoffs. So, SeatGeek, if you want to check it out live, you want to get fucked up, you want to take your lady somewhere, enjoy your motherfucking self, SeatGeek, $20 off. Geek the fuck out right there at SeatGeek. One word, Pup Sports. $20 off. Enjoy your motherfucking self. Take your lady. Take yourself. You enjoy it. You deserve it. As hard as we work, go and see a gang. Go do your thing. Maybe even a fucking concert. SeatGeek, one word, Puff Sports will get you right there. There we go, my man. We paid the motherfucking bills. Now let's get paid, girl. Where are we looking at? What's the number one play? What's the I don't give a shit play of the motherfucking day?
Man, if I haven't got there yet, like I said, man, I'm sliding into this motherfucker. I'm gonna take it easy. But I do like Philly +3. I stepped on that about a week ago. And I do like this Lakers first quarter, man. I just think you're going to see something different. Are the Lakers a lot better than last year? Well, we'll see. We'll see. So I do like the Lakers first quarter +2. I did step on that. And Philly +3. I believe that the lines are wrong there. And it lean, and I will look at some pool props also. It might get to the window with those, just seeing where his points are. If you remember last year, that was the trend. He was going over on his points. So if the books haven't adjusted, I would look at pool props also.
Yeah, pool everything, man. They paid his ass for a reason. 3-pointers, points. We're gonna get more into that, like y'all said. I got 2 plays on the day, a little small on the Warriors early, but that the lines moved a little too much. But yeah, my man, wham bam. How we getting paid, man? Is it LA? Is it LA?
Yeah, man, it's the only play I got today. You know what I'm saying? And the reason being is because the best player is gonna be on the court is gonna be Anthony Davis. Now, if the motherfucker go out in the first quarter, hey, come on, bro. Come on,
man. Chill, bro.
Come on, bro. Listen, but and no, all jokes aside, ring night tends to go against the people that get the rings. The Lakers are actually healthy right now. You know what I'm saying? As much as that sounds crazy, and it's a totally different team, a lot of prove it deal type guys on this squad, like Lonnie Walker, like Kendrick Nunn. I think those guys play pretty well tonight as far as on the offensive side. Just play good defense is what we need. So I like the Lakers. +7 is what you can get right now. +5.5 is what I like.
Damn, all the way up to 7 now.
A few days ago. But when that preseason game started, I told all my friends, I was like, look, they gonna go to 7 on this. The preseason, they look so bad. They gonna move this to 7. Now it's at 7. I think y'all take advantage of it. I got in a little too early. I should have waited, but there it is right there. +7. I like the Lakers there.
There we go. Our guy is there on the motherfucking Sixers +3. And of course, the motherfucking Lake Show early and often getting that quick cash first quarter. And wham, motherfucking bam, going with the motherfucking Lakers plus the 5.5 up to a motherfucking touchdown. So if you like the Lake Show, get it, my man. I'm gonna official plays right here. Going to be the motherfucking Sixers +3 in the hooker. I like this looking awful lot. And then of course we're going with LBJ over 26.5 points -120. Both of those will be good money. I expect big things, not only from the Sixers but LeBron James tonight. Like everyone said here on the panel, the Lakers are healthy. That's one thing. Well, the players that mainly matter are healthy. We'll see how Schroeder gets back into there. But yeah, man, the Lakers need help. The Lakers do need help, but I expect LBJ to be okay tonight. Moses, Bo Jackson, I see y'all, my man. Before we get up out of here, though, it's Derl, my man. What we got going? I know you're going to be here, I believe, twice a week. I'll see you Thursday. Touch on that if you would, and let us know what else you got going and where we can find you, my man.
Yeah, man. It's I'm always on Twitter. I have all my picks on Twitter. I'm gonna start something. I'll start a spreadsheet, so I'll be putting my record out on Twitter. Even on the days that I'm not on the show, I'll be on the show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And hey, when y'all need me to slide through any other day, from this point on, man, it's wine. So I've always had my glass with me, just ready to chop it up, man. I'm ready to go.
It's that time. It's that motherfucking time. Always good to break bread with you, my man, Derl. Appreciate you. Be sure to follow our guy. It's Derl, giving y'all positive vibes. And like he said, he's transparent. Going to give you guys his plays on Twitter, even when he don't touch down on the motherfucking Pub Hub. Wham, motherfucking bam. It's going to be a big night for you. I know you started early, my guy. So what we got going on? What else you got? I know Wham Wham Talk is
Man.
back in effect. Let's touch on that as well, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will be live in the halftime of the first game of the Philly game. I think I am going to probably be on that Philly with you guys though. So I will tweet out any additions that I am making. Obviously, we on the Lakers. And yeah, we'll be locked in on that. Also, I'm trying to do something else with y'all too. So we're gonna try to figure out something a little bit later on. But yeah, man. Who banging sports talk? Y'all know where to find me, bro. TROT WAM on
Holla at
Twitter.
me, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's much love having both y'all breaking bread with both y'all. It's a beautiful thing. The NBA is back, and believe it, we're gonna attack that motherfucker all season long, and we will be in the black when this motherfucker ends. Danny Lopez, razor sharp motherfucking picks. Good to see you, my
Appreciate
man.
y'all.
Kush God, Dan Kelly, Sweaty Butcher, Mike in Pimp Slap Play of the motherfucking day. Everyone who showed up, Zachary, everyone who showed the fuck up and showed out, we appreciate y'all. Real talk.
Appreciate you.
NBA is back. We're gonna be here Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. out here on the fresh side. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break bread and hit them straight over the motherfucking head. Like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.